In front of me are two original bank wrapped rolled boxes from the 70s of pennies. I'll give you guys a backstory on these really quickly when I come back, but man, this could be a great hunt. Hey everyone, it's Rob Finds Treasure and welcome back to the channel. Holy cow, I'm excited about this hunt. It's not often you can get some original bank wrapped rolls from the 70s of pennies. And yeah, we're hoping to find some wheat cents, hoping to find maybe some varieties, hoping to find whatever we can, maybe some bright and shiny copper for my Penny Hunt and Fill Series 2. But at worst case scenario, these boxes should all be nothing but copper coins. So that in itself is very cool. Now, I want to thank Michael Kittle Rare Coins. He has actually done a more detailed video on this, and I'll put that video link not only down below in the video description, but as well as up here if you guys want to go back and check that out after watching the video. That being said, a quick backstory. A family in the Hollywood Hills saved over 100 boxes of pennies from the 70s and early 80s, all copper coins. And they ended up cashing it in at a local coin shop. And then Michael Kittle Rare Coins was able to purchase or acquire all of the hoard. And I have been asking him for probably a few years now if I can get a couple of boxes. And he finally allowed me to buy a couple of boxes from him. So I have them today. Don't know if I'll get to both boxes in this video. Might be a part one. But definitely we'll get to both boxes. And it will be part of my Penny Hunt and Fill series. Now, I do want to open up this first box. They have a little flap back here. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. At first glance, I see nothing but copper, of course. Looks like there's some shiny ones from the mid to late 70s. Looks like there's some other enders from the 60s. But I don't see any wheat cent enders on the top side. And I haven't looked at the bottom side, so I don't know how much wheat cents we're going to find. But I would expect more than a normal hunt. Although, as you know, people have been collecting coins and pulling out wheat cents since their discontinuation in 1950 or after 1958. So, that being said, we're ready to get this hunt started. Holy cow, I'm afraid to even open these rolls up because they're so cool. And I'm sure they'd fetch a pretty penny, no pun intended, each. But we got to hunt at least one box today. I think what I'll do is for the very first roll, I'll set up the overhead camera and we'll take a look at what we see inside. I know a lot of the boxes that were part of that hoard had a lot of uncirculated, same year, same mint rolls in them. But Mike assured me that he picked me out a couple of boxes that had a good mix, or at least a good mix of enders, although we don't know what's inside. All right, let me get the overhead set up. We'll crack open this first roll with the overhead, take a quick peek at it, and then after that, I'll do my usual penny hunt and bring you guys back in when I have finds. All right, roll number one. We've got a pretty shiny 1970 something. You know, being from California, I would hope we would find some S-minted coins. And if we're really lucky, we'll find some crazy varieties. But let's just see what it looks like inside. Yeah, you can always tell an original bank wrapped roll because all the coins have kind of a certain kind of toning on the edge. And the good news is, at least in this first roll, it doesn't appear that they're all going to be brand new, shiny, same year, same mint coins. So let's get this started and see what we find. I don't know what to expect out of here, but I can already see a wheat cent hanging out right there. So we know we already have one wheat cent in the hunt in the first roll, and it's a 1949, and of course it's a 49S. Can't get mad at that. Take a look at that 74 Denver. Pretty nice coin. All right, really quickly, just going to see what we have in here. 64, 74, 70. There's a nice 75D. Looks like we have another wheat cent right here. No, it's a 1959 Denver. We have a 1969 Denver. Just going to run through them really quickly. Man, that's a nice 75 Denver. Holy cow. Looks like 75 is the latest year. Now, I'm going to go back off camera and check for varieties, of course. Yeah, 75 Denver. So far, it appears as though the 75 Denver coins are the nice ones. And if that's the case, probably a box from 1975. All right. There's so many varieties I can look for in a lot of these years. 74 Denver's pretty nice. A couple of more 70s coins. 1959. Let's see if we got any more wheat cents in here. 72 Denver. Might be a 72S. I'm going quickly, so it's hard to see. Pretty nice 72. A lot of Denvers, of course, because Denver supplied the California area as well. And if it's a box from 75, then, you know, we might get some 74S's. Like there's a 74S right there. Not in great shape, but still a tougher date. So 1 wheat cent, 1949 San Francisco. We'll take that. Couple of 1959s and a bunch of coins I need to check for varieties. Looks like a fun box. The copper is going to be crazy. So probably not going to keep track. Well, I'll keep track of the weight in copper. I could have just almost weighed the box, but we'll keep track of the weight in copper at the end. Shouldn't find anything but copper. And yeah, I'll be back with my next find. And I'm going to go ahead and crack in to roll number 2 off camera. We're on roll number 7, and I finally have my second wheat cent. So not a lot of wheat cents. A lot of coins from 1968 through 1975. And this is going to be a 1955 Denver. For sake of reference, we've got some nice coins already that I'm keeping for the book. We also have a lot of 75 Denvers, but I'm only taking the absolute nicest ones of those. 459s and already 769S's, averaging 1 per roll. The hunt continues for more goodies. Roll number 8. Wheat cent number 3. A 57 out of Denver. Same roll. Wheat cent number 4 is going to be a 1951 San Francisco. Roll number 16 is going to give us wheat cent number 5 of the box. And it's a 46 Denver. The side finds are adding up. We're up to 12 69S's now for the box. Roll 18. Wheat cent number 6 is going to be a 1944 out of Philadelphia. Roll 19 and wheat cent number 7 is our oldest, and it has a mint mark. San Francisco, of course. Take a look at that. 1939 San Francisco. I'll put it under the scope so you can see it better. That's actually a better date with a lower mintage, and I'm pretty sure we're going to need that one, so I'll definitely take it. Our first wheat cent pre-1940 of the hunt. And yeah, we're finding some goodies. Roll 21. Wheat cent number 8 is a 1941 out of Denver. Same roll, just a few coins later. Wheat cent number 9 is a 42 Denver. Roll number 22. We've got 10 wheat cents on pace for about 22, I guess, for the box. And that is a 1951 out of Philadelphia. Roll number 29 is going to give us wheat cent number 11, but it's one we already have. It's another 1949 out of San Francisco. Roll 31. Wheat cent number 12. And I think that's a 48S maybe? No. It's a 46S, and there is an S over D over mint mark, which I've never found, and I don't see it on this one, but that's a 1946S, another S minted wheat cent for the board. Roll 33 is going to give us wheat cent number 13. A little bit of corrosion on this one. And I believe it's a 51 out of Denver. So yeah, we got a 51 P, D, and S in this box. Roll number 35 is going to give us wheat cent number 14. Obverse facing a 54 San Francisco. Roll number 39. Wheat cent number 15 is going to be a 45 Philly. I'll make a quick mention. There has not been a lot of Philadelphia minted coins so far in this hunt. It's mostly Denver's with probably 30% San Francisco and maybe 5% Philadelphia. I'll also make a quick mention that there are a lot of coins from 1971 through 1975. That's probably the bulk of the coins. Probably 60 to 65% of the coins are those years. So not a lot of varieties to scope for, although I am still optimistically looking for them, especially the 68 Denver DDR, the 66 DDO, and things like that. We have 11 rolls left. Not doing too bad overall. The wrap-up's going to be fun. Let me get back to the hunt. We're on roll 40 of the box, and we have not had any foreign coins until now, and we have two in the same roll. First and foremost, we got a 1964 Laureate Portrait Canadian small cent, and take a look at this. A 5 centavos from Mexico, 1975, minted in Mexico City. That's pretty cool. So, never even received one of those in my hunts, and it is a little bit smaller. Not a lot, but it is a little smaller, but still cool getting two foreigns in the same roll. Now let's find some more Wheaties. Roll 41. Wheat cent number 16 is a 1953 out of Philly. Same roll. Make that 17 wheat cents. It's a 1958 Philly, and I don't see the naked eye double die on the word Liberty, but that would have been cool. Either way, 17 wheat cents, 9 rolls left. Roll 42. Wheat cent number 18 is a 56 Denver, so we'll quickly scope it for the different RPMs, which I do not see. We'll still take it. Another wheat cent for the board. Roll number 43. Wheat cent 19. Lots of wheat cents towards the back of the box. And that's an oldie. 1936 Philadelphia. We'll scope it for the different DDOs. That's a machine doubling right there. But there's several different DDOs, especially on the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. I don't see any of the DDOs, but I'll take that. Our second pre-40s wheat cent. Don't think we need that one, though. But, man, these rolls, take a look at these 75 Denvers. I can't keep them all. I'm being picky. If it has a spot like that and some toning, I don't keep it. But if it's really nice, I do. And I've got more than a full roll of them because I'm trying to just keep the nicest of the coins and not keep them all, even though a lot of them are really nice. 7 rolls left. Roll 46. Second coin from the end will give us our 20th wheat cent. It's a pretty ugly 1956 out of Denver. Roll 47. A 1946 San Francisco for wheat cent 21. We'll just scope that S mint mark really quick. Looks normal to me. Man, we are one away from what I said earlier on pace for 22, and we have 3 rolls left. Roll 49, and we're going to hit the 22 mark with wheat cent 22 right here. It's going to be a 44 Denver. There is a D over S over mint mark on this coin. And it looks like it's been scratched, but I don't see any D over S. So 1944 Denver for the board, 22 wheat cents on the board, and yeah, still seeing a ton of nice 1975 Denvers. All right, back to the hunt. 1 roll left. Well, we've done it. We have finished that first box of the 2 boxes that I got from that Hollywood Hoard, and it's going to be a 1-box video. I'll save this box for the second video because it's already going to be a long video. We had 22 wheat cents found. The oldest are going to be a better date 39 San Francisco and a 1936. I'll definitely take all the wheat cents I got. Did expect to see a few more than that, but you know what? 22 is about double what I get in a nowadays box, so you got to take what you can get. And because there were so many 70s coins in there, it made it tough to have other coins mixed in. That being said, look at these side finds right here. I have set a new record on the number of 69 S's ever found in a box. 47 of them, almost a full roll of 69 S's. And when you figure that I only find 1, at most maybe 2 in a box in my local area, this would have took me a year's worth of hunts to find that many. And hopefully there's just as many in box number 2. Unfortunately, no DDO was found. 1959s, probably another record, 22 of those. The 2 foreign coins you saw earlier, a ton of pretty nice, and I say pretty nice, some are really nice, but some are just nice enough that I don't know if I'll find some of these San Francisco minted coins in my further hunts down the road. So I kept a lot of the S mints that were nice enough, as well as some of the older ones, like that 68 S right there. It's got a fingerprint, a little bit of toning, but I'm going to use it for now if I need it, as well as some of the older 60s. we had more than a full roll of nice 1975 Denvers. I was really picky on these. I kept basically the best of the best ones free of marks, blemishes, and bad toning. So I could have made a case to keep a lot more out of here. Could have made a case to keep a lot more, but can only keep what I can keep. And I'm keeping copper anyway. All this copper, I'm going to be keeping. I'm going to be keeping it in its box. I don't know what the exact weight is. I'll have to do some math. Maybe I'll put what I believe the total weight of copper is based on 3.1 grams times 2,500 pennies. I'll put that up here for you guys. That should be the weight of the box in pounds. And yeah, crazy. We still got another box, but before I get to that box in the next video, now I need to go through all of these, pick out the best examples, upgrade and update the Penny Hunt and Fill Series 2 album, and bring you back with a look at the album and some final thoughts on this first Hollywood Hoard penny box hunt. All right, we have finished comparing all of today's finds to the album, and we do have 17 additions, including 6 wheat cents, the 39S, the 41 Denver, 46S, 49S, 51P, and 54S. So even though we didn't get anything on the first page, still, we got a tougher 1939S right there. Here's the 41 Denver. The 46S, not that nice, but hey, we got one. The 49S right there. The 1951 and the 1954S. So quite a few S minted coins added. I think, what is that? 4 of the wheat cents that we added were S mints. And then we had 11 memorial backs that we either upgraded or placed in the book. So 17 total finds. And of course, nothing was past 1975. So couldn't get the 76D. The 70S small date, I was praying for one in that box. Maybe box 2, didn't find one. The 60 small date's another tough one. Didn't get one of those. So some tough ones still to get. And again, some of them are not that great, but they're good for spot holders for now. But a lot of them are bright BU red. And we added a lot of BU red ones to our collection. So at the end of the day, we have 9 boxes searched. That will be the 10th in the next video. And we have 127 of the 234 slotted. I'm praying we get some oldies and some more goodies in box number 2. But at worst case, it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys had fun watching me hunt a 50-year-old penny box. 50 years old. Nothing past 1975. So these coins were rolled in 1975, placed in this box, sat in someone's garage, and then kiddo got them, and now I have them 5 years after he got them. Crazy. A lot of fun. If you did have fun, give me that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching. Oh, you're still here? Well, I appreciate you watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, I decided to pick out a few more that I think you might enjoy, like that one right there, or this one down here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Happy hunting. And we'll see you in the next video.